Being a pre-med can feel like you're selling absolutely everything that you own to one day have the chance to become a doctor, where you can then continue to sell your entire life existence to helping people. But we love it so much. But what if I told you it didn't need to be like that?
No way.
What if I told you that the journey into medical school didn't need to be as debt-ridden as you might have thought it would?
That's crazy.
What if I told you there are ways that you can actually make money as a pre-med?
Yo.
My name is Arvin, and in this video, I'm going to talk about how I was able to complete my pre-med requirements while getting paid to do them. So we're going to go over a couple different ways, but the overarching theme is to get paid for the things that you're already doing as a pre-med. All the timestamps are in the description, and let's get on with the first one. So the first one is active passive income. So you've probably heard of this term passive income. It's plastered all over the internet. It's like, make $1,000 a month from doing absolutely nothing. Made $25 an hour from the comfort of my couch. This isn't any of that. This is taking advantage of jobs that don't require you to remain active during the whole time. An example of this, if you're in university right now, you can work at your library and like front desk or something, and you're not always going to be busy. Most likely you're going to have a good amount of time where you're not actively doing things. During that time, you're able to have your computer in front of you. This enables you to get paid while you're doing things like homework for your STEM classes and other assignments like that, and to just stay on top of it. Now the pay is not crazy, but it's better than nothing. And in a way it's kind of helping you study because you really have no other option. Like you can't just leave, you can't just get up and do something else. Like you gotta sit there and you might as well be productive while you're there. So yeah, this can include working in a library. This can include working admin in the front office of any departmental building or anything like that. Just be on the lookout for these kind of jobs. They will all be posted through your university money. So the second thing, this one's really big, clinical jobs. So there are countless clinical jobs, and I'm gonna make another video on like the different ones and how you can actually get certified in these different things. But this includes things like becoming an EMT, becoming a CNA, becoming a pharmacy technician, different jobs that will pay you a decent amount, but also fulfill your clinical hours that you're required to have to get into medical school. If you're not looking to spend time to get certified, I think medical scribing doesn't require, an extensive certification program, and sometimes they will train you once you get started. I also worked as a pharmacy technician for a while, and they'll actually pay for your training and pay you to take the exam in certain instances where they're kind of more desperate for pharmacy technicians. So there's a way that you can potentially slide in without a formal certification and get the clinical hours and get paid money. Number 3 is research. So research oftentimes starts as unpaid, right? You're the undergrad in the lab, you're not really that experienced, you're kind of just there trying not to mess things up. But after a couple months, after maybe your first semester, your first year, you put enough time where you're actually really conditioned and you know what to do, and you might start your own project. And so under those circumstances, you might be offered a stipend or pay based on the work that you do. And if not, you can always feel free to ask, because there's no harm in asking. And if you feel like you're qualified to do that, definitely give it a try. Because I know a lot of people that didn't get anything until they actually asked their PI, and the PI found out that they were actually interested in getting paid. Now say your lab doesn't have money or they don't want to pay you. There are also grants that you can apply for, whether externally or internally in the university itself. Each university usually has like a couple different grants, and the best way to find out about what your university has is to ask, your upperclassmen and your lab professor and people around that, and then you can look into applying for those because they tend to offer a student stipend. I was actually able to use this approach, and I've been working in the lab for 3 years now, and after my first year and a half-ish, I was able to apply to one of these grants, and my professor helped me through it, and I applied and was able to get $1,500 applied just as a student assistantship that went straight into my pocket. And basically it was like I was getting paid to do it as well. A couple of months after that pass, the grant money expires, and then my lab offers me a paid position. So money. And research is kind of one of those things where like some people say it's not required for med school, some people say it is, but what I say, it doesn't hurt you, right? And if you enjoy the research you're doing, you might as well continue to do it, because med schools want to see, you're passionate about something. And if you're passionate about the research, definitely go and do it. But don't feel obligated to do it if you don't find interest in it. You kind of just need to make sure that you're at least trying to explore research at some point in undergrad. The fourth and final point is tutoring. So tutoring is an excellent way for you to really develop skills that are lifelong, very important skills, and those are teaching people. As a physician, you're basically a teacher in a way, right? You're teaching your patients about the medical conditions they have, teaching them how to care for themselves with their conditions, and you have to be able to convey these things very well. As a tutor, you're forced to do that. You're forced to really get in the shoes of someone and think about, where is this person coming from? How can I convey this information in a way that makes it resonate with them? And so this process of tutoring is super helpful. Also, moral of the video, money. You can tutor all kinds of things. You can start maybe with your university tutoring center. You might have one on campus that hires tutors, and while you might not be earning as much, you'll still be able to be making money and add a really valuable piece to your resume. And it'll also better your understanding of different topics for, when you take the MCAT. You can also go back and tutor high school. You can tutor the SAT, the ACT, high school AP classes, things like that. There are a lot of people that are willing to pay for those things. And if you're offering your services, there are a lot of people that might reach out for money. And if you took the MCAT and felt really good about it and really felt like you have some techniques and skills that you want to teach other people, you can tutor that. MCAT tutoring is never ending. People always need help in that field. And personally, I've been tutoring people with the MCAT ever since I took it. And it's been an amazing learning opportunity, and it's been really cool learning about how other people think. Well, that's all I have for this video. I hope that you were able to get something good from this. It was a very general overview over different things, but I just wanted to keep it short and sweet. If you have any additional questions, feel free to ask me. I would love to answer all your questions. Definitely leave them down in the comments, and I'd love to talk with you. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna make a lot more pre-med videos in the future about lots of the different things I talked about today, whether it be research, whether it be volunteering as an EMT, working as a farm tech, all kinds of different things. So if you're interested in any of that, as well as different topics like podcasting, videography, there's all kinds of stuff to get here. So if you're interested in any of that, definitely consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me. That's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.